Some people might not agree with the next speaker. Randy, but it's not a bad thing.
Thank you, sir. Well, deep talk, eh? But am I supposed to liven this up? Now we get to talk about sex. I got my notoriety, I think, by building this national chain of adult video stores, and along the way being blindly unafraid of the media. And we can go to the Julio here. They got me all these nicknames. This thing working. So I got all of these nicknames, and it was, so it's been, so this is the life that I live now. And so everybody expects me to know everything that there is about sex and what's going on and who's doing who and, you know, all of that stuff. And if you knew the truth, I mean, I don't really know anything. They always ask me, you know, how did you do this and all of this stuff? And to me, it's a very simple type of thing. The secret to my success has now been bared here amongst you for whatever reason, I don't know, but sex does sell. Everybody uses it to sell. If we can make it a little cutesy and intellectual, we get to sell it a little easier and package it up with stuff. And stuff is what it is that we want to do and sell and all of that fun stuff. Oh, is that how much time I have left? Oh, whoops. I back up. Oh, I think I pushed the wrong button here. Can you fix this? There's something about this newbie stuff where stuff crashes on, this is my first TED conference, and this PowerPoint thing ain't working. Can somebody get that thing happening? I'm going to lose my train of thought here. So sex sells, and we all use it, and we all use it in different ways, and we try to package it up and be real cute. So I brought along some examples, which is what we're going to hopefully try and fix up here. Yeah, just click right on that one and start her up, and we're gone. And I'll try not to push the wrong button next time. Do I go now? Okay, let's try that. So you take any product plus sex, and supposedly it raises your awareness and all of this revenue stuff, and I'm not so sure that that's why I'm here. Richard had to sell all of these tickets and stuff, but anyway. Here we are. This is not a clip from one of the products that I happen to distribute. This is actually a Calvin Klein ad, I think. And that's one of the things that he does, and because he's a designer, he gets to do that, and he gets to be cutesy and show all kinds of fun panties and stuff. I think it's actually an ad for the skirt there, is what's going on. Satisfaction is guaranteed. This was kind of a fun one. If I ran this type of an ad, I still would be in court, even though I managed to get out. And that's an ad for bluefly.com. We're all .comers, so I thought I'd throw that one in. It was kind of a fun one. This was a kind of a real neat one. This Dr. Ruth thing, walking around the grocery store, and there's this girl in the back, and he's having this orgasmic experience, or organic experience, I guess, working herself into a lather. So that was kind of neat. This was neat. I thought this was appropriate for this venue. Is that the web in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? For those of you who can't read that, that's an ad for Scout Web, the clothing manufacturer, and of course, Simply Palm. I thought I'd throw a little nudity in here. That's what's expected, right? So anyway, we use sex to sell, and sex does sell. And so now Harley Davidson has got into it. And they're now opened up this great store in Los Angeles, and they're selling Harleys to ladies because they vibrate. So I thought that was kind of cute. We'll talk about that a little later, but my problem is, and the problem that our company struggles with, is if your product is sex, then what? So I'm going to tell and share with you all now everything that I know about sex and selling sex. And what I do know is that it is the oldest profession known, supposedly. I think it's been talked about a few times. I also know that it's illegal in most jurisdictions. They don't like you to sell sex, and they put you in jail if you do. And so we run into this problem. If your product is sex, what is it that you package it up with? How do you raise awareness? How do you do sales? And how do you do all of that stuff? The real secret to our success is we've been kind of half fortunate, where we've been able to keep our focus on the business. Business is business, and I think a lot of people in our industry get caught up in the sex as the product, and so I start involving myself with the product, and we screw our business away, so to speak. Products are products, and sex, if it is, it really isn't your product. I think sex is something different, but we have all of these peripheral things that we put in there so that we can have sex as our product. And the other thing that we keep a focus on is people are people. And as we kind of get to explore our sex and our sexuality, and it's been talked about a few times here over the last couple of days, we can't be afraid of it. And the fear of the dark and the mysteriousness around it, it's okay to dispel that, and it's okay to talk about it, and it's okay to interact with that. And if you allow people to do that, and you get a bunch of people around you that actually don't mind doing that, then you actually end up with a successful business. So that's the secret to my success, and there really is no boogeyman. I'm in the industry, and looking at sexual images and talking about sexuality really doesn't change your social behavior. Maybe it's genetic or something, and the brain thing might help us. I don't know. Back in the, I want to talk about Harley Davidson for a minute because I like that little vibrating ad. I think times are changing a little bit. Back in the 60s, this is what a Harley Davidson motorcycle guy looked like. And I think they've been able to maintain that image, and so that's what they do, is they, this is the Harley buyer and consumer today, I think. And it's changed considerably, but they still have this bad boy thing. And one of my favorite quotes is this quote from a Harley exec, and Tom Peters loves this quote, and I love this quote. They don't sell Harley Davidson motorcycles. They sell the ability for all of us to dress up in black leather and ride through small towns and have people be afraid of them. I'm not saying that what we sell is the ability for you all to dress up in black leather, but there is a parallel here, I think, that we can get to, and what I really want to do is I want to get us in the mindset that we can get past a bunch of stores with a whole bunch of adult product in it. There was an announcement it's probably last year, or maybe even this winter. They opened up the big Hustler store in LA. I think it was last year. But it really isn't what it is that our company's trying to do. They just have a bunch of products, a bunch of sex in a big store. And so this became news for them. And I think we need to get past this, and particularly in this technology revolution that we're going through and getting to live through. I think there's some stuff in here that we need to do. So if you put, the thing I'm getting at is you put sex and experience together, some sort of an experience, you actually can raise awareness and make some money at it. But it has to be the right stuff. And so what we do, and you wouldn't believe the boy from Saskatchewan, the lengths he went to find those words so that I could use them in this audience. We sell to the limitless power of everyone's anticipatory imagination, and so if we can capitalize on that somehow, this will be a good thing. Everybody will actually start to like sex as much as I do, and that's why I'm really in the business. And so what we try to do is deliver the ability for you all to have the sexual experience, if you will, or the orgasmic experiences of your choice. And it's an uphill battle. One of the one of the things I think that's going to offer us an opportunity is that these people here are now actually in power. They're actually coming into positions of power. I would have loved to have been back in the 60s opening up adult video stores in that era, and then coming and talking at a thing like this. We'd have all got naked. I'm telling you. It would have been a hoot. It would have been a party. Nobody would have had sex, but it would have been that orgasmic experience thing that would have been going on. And I think that these people that have some ideals and aren't afraid of the dark and aren't afraid of the boogeyman and will talk about their sex and sexuality, I think will allow us to move forward without a bunch of fear. So that's my thought. I'm going to run a short clip of what it is that we're trying to do to build this bridge between the fear that we live in now and the future technology thing that we're going to get into.
Offering the elements needed to create those magic moments is the theme of the store. Whether for a friend, colleague, or spouse, the consumer makes the immediate connection that this store has every essential product they'll need to make their moment perfect and memorable. The senses are filled as the consumer enters the store. They are immediately surrounded by fun. A huge selection of humorous gifts and novelty items for every occasion will entertain and delight them. This department is merchandised and designed to allow them to move around with ease while discovering that special something that perfectly matches the personality of someone they know. This section is suited to lift their spirits while entering and exiting the store. The library-type setting of the literature department invites the consumer to browse through shelves full of information, instruction, and entertainment. The mediums range from magazines, books, and newspapers to board games, videos, and CD-ROMs. Curiosity, enlightenment, knowledge, and entertainment are all satisfied by the products within this section of the store. The shopper or their companion can take a break while enjoying limited refreshments at the coffee bar. This section is designed to open prior to store operations to accommodate other tenant employees in the area. As with all aspects of the store, convenience and flexibility are built in. The wide walkway to the back makes browsing through the store extremely easy. All department and category signs provide instant direction for the shopper. Monitors are strategically placed throughout the store, entertaining and informing the consumer to enhance their shopping experience. Each department is decorated for ease of identification and to create the perfect atmosphere for the product displays. The ramp allows easy access and an alternative to the steps for handicapped shoppers. Around the back of the store is the online shopping area, where shoppers can browse an even wider selection of products that may not be displayed on the floor or available in the store. Any products deemed too risque will be displayed in the restricted area, accessed through frosted glass doors. Displays of videos, DVDs, CD-ROMs, and audio listening stations greet the customer as they enter this department. The video wall provides more entertainment while playing the love stories and romantic comedies available within each category. The consumer can listen to mood, classical, or background music at the listening stations prior to purchase. Total body care for that special romantic rendezvous is the theme for this department. The demonstration display hosts sinks, running water, and hand towels, allowing the consumer to experience their favorite bath gel or oil. The garden setting provides a relaxing and discreet atmosphere to peruse the selection of oils, powders, massagers, scents, and other romance accessories, and enhances the consumer's shopping experience. This department was designed to add intimacy to the romance, along with privacy and discretion for the customer. The wearables department is designed with creativity and fashion in mind. Whether reclining by the pool or fireside, stepping out of the tub, or out on the town to a masquerade or theme party, this department has it all. Selection ranges from leather to lace, with the products displayed according to the theme, fabric, and category for consumer convenience. This department goes beyond a simple change room to try on products. An area has been dedicated for privacy so the shopper can solicit opinions from companions or spouses in complete comfort. Featured products include well-known brand names to increase consumer confidence. Adding to the atmosphere are unique furnishings and fixtures to complete the quality shopping experience for the consumer. All staff on the sales floor provide information and assistance to the customer. Wireless technology allows for transactions anywhere in the store. There are no checkout counters for consumers to line up at. All sales staff undergo extensive product knowledge and customer service training. Supply stations throughout the store accommodate special packaging and gift wrapping. Also for sale are strategically placed sculptures, paintings, and fine art by various artists, along with unique fixtures for sale. Artist exhibits, theme displays, celebrity appearances, and in-store activities will provide additional visual and interactive entertainment throughout the year. And above all, personalized customer service, selection, quality, and entertainment have been integrated to create an atmosphere that provides a total quality shopping experience for the consumer. This is a destination store that will be the talk of the town.
So what the purpose of this is to try and bridge where we are now, being so shy and ashamed and uncomfortable with our sexuality, and keep us from getting into this technology world where we can all be faceless and with no identity and pursue our fantasies without actually having any kind of a dialogue with ourselves about what it is that actually makes our motor run. And I think if we can't be honest with each other and talk about our sexual preferences or what it is that makes our motor run, some of the lasting relationships that we have, I think, aren't going to last because we're going to be lying to each other and we're going to be talking about the things that titillate us rather than the things that actually get us committed. And so I don't know if this will work. I'll be back in maybe 4 or 5 years and I'll let you know then. Thanks.